Hey everybody, welcome to AFTERBUZZ TV. Tonight we're talking 6 on history. This is episode 6, Indian Country. On tonight's episode, Michael, he gets handcuffed. Oh my goodness. Lena, she's clearly in love with this art teacher. And finally, Buddha has a decision to make. Stick around, we're talking about it.
You're tuning into the destination for TV superfan discussion, AFTERBUZZ TV. And now, let the buzz begin.
Step my money fast and go fast, fast. Hey, fast like a Lambo. Be jumping off the stage, oh.
Let me tell you something. This episode made me feel these two things: this song and this popcorn.
That's right.
I was just like,
Get
oh
your
my God.
popcorn ready.
Oh my God! And then I was like,
ready.
they're going ape shit.
Well, I'm glad you enjoyed yourself because I certainly did. This episode made me ask myself a lot of questions. Let's just run the whole song first, and then we'll.
No.
I thought you wanted to for a second there.
You know, I get really hyped. The song hypes me up.
Well, welcome everybody here to AFTERBUZZ
Hi.
TV. Tonight we're talking 6. My name is Daniel Lindgren, and I'm joined here by my lovely co-host.
Your favorite Afro-Latina, Franceli Chapman here. Hey,
Yeah. Guys, make sure you stick around. Make sure you stick around to the end of this episode because I am going to be teasing out my top 6 shows that 6 actors were on before they were on 6.
Oh, wow.
I'm going to list them down. I'm going to give you hints, and Sally, you're going to guess what show I'm talking about and what actor was on that show.
Look, Dan's always popping stuff on me every episode. I'm like,
This sounds fun, right?
it's going to be great.
It's fun for me because
And
I already
hope-
know the answers.
I hope I don't sound like an idiot.
No, I'm going to give you a lot of hints, and then if you don't get it, I'm going to give you even more hints.
Okay, great. As long as we're, on the same team.
Fantastic. Overall thoughts on the show. I have a bunch of questions for you.
Overall thoughts. I said it. Popcorn.
Yeah.
It was exciting. It was action packed. I was like, oh man. There were moments I couldn't breathe. I was really stressed out. Yeah. And then there was moments I was like going ape shit. I was like, oh.
Yeah.
Mass
it was confusion on my end. I was super confused by some of the things that happened, and I'm going to get into that with you.
Okay.
Would you be a part of a mission that was deemed a suicide mission? That is the final thought on that episode where they're all going in across the border where they shouldn't be. I mean, what would you do?
It's complicated.
Right? I know.
It's complicated because even if you know all the, the details and in your mind as the commanding officer, like, man, this is a suicide mission. You still have to follow certain orders. And if the order is you got to go, you gotta go.
I mean, they all said no. They all said no, but then all of a sudden, they all said yes.
Let me tell you something.
It was weird.
I even, because, I live tweet with the cast. I was like, listen, y'all, like, Chase, you better tell him, like, I'd rather do 10 years in the brig.
Yeah, right? That's what he said.
than go on this mission. And I felt that. He said it with his chest.
Yeah.
I said, say it with your chest, brother.
That's right.
I'm with you. Yes, you do not need to go on this mission. But yeah. But hey, I guess they're going, and we'll see what happens next week.
This is like the first time they've actually had like super, super close proximity with Michael, too.
Right.
And
my gosh.
Michael didn't even know Ricky Ortiz's nickname was Buddha.
Can we talk about that whole opening scene?
Do you like that helicopter scene? I wrote it down to talk about. I said I loved that helicopter scene when they all get in, they're all staring at each other. He's just, the stares that they're giving him each individually were priceless to me.
But even before that, when he just gets out of the car.
Oh, sure, that, of course.
Oh my goodness, that
first see him,
that initial reaction of seeing that he's alive, and seeing the disgust in Buddha's face of how much he doesn't like Gina. Like, oh, this girl. Yeah. I wasn't sure if he said this girl or this bee. I was like, oh.
He said someone calls her a bee.
I was like, whoa.
In the show, I don't like to use that word, but someone calls her a bee.
And I was like, oh, this is a lot of tension here. You said he was dead. I said he was handled. It was a lot going on. But at the end of the day, I really loved the fact that Michael was like, they call you Buddha. Yeah. And he was like, not for you.
Not for you.
So it was great. It was great writing, great humor amongst all the tension. Just, man, I love this show.
I mean, so Michael starts calling out the whole 6 team. He's saying that their lobster's boiling 1 degree at a time. He's telling Gina that it's personal for her, which he's right on that too.
Right.
But why don't they just duct tape his mouth shut? Why? Why? He's a prisoner in theory. He's their captor. Why are they letting him say all these things? Obviously, it's making for a great show.
I was gonna say great television.
I know, and I love that. But come on, writers, duct tape him for a little bit or something. And then I had another question for you, Sally.
Okay.
they got this guy handcuffed, aka they got him zip tied.
Yes.
You ever try to get out of a zip tie? Or you ever tried? Okay, how about when you zip tie something? Ever try to get that zip tie undone?
Right, because I was saying
I know. I never done it.
No one's ever zip tied.
It's impossible. He's zip tied in the back of that bus.
And then he gets out and runs. I was like,
He snaps it off. Like, what do you? He can't do that.
My Twitter fingers was like, we got a runner. I was like, he's running? What happened?
Hey, Dominic Adams, I'm calling you out. How did you get out of that zip tie? Please tweet us how you got out of zip ties.
Right, what's going on?
It was weird. Like, it was funny, though.
But I really found it interesting how Michael used Buddha and his family as a negotiation chip tool thing. Whatever.
He's not wrong.
It's late. I'm tired.
I know, it's right. He's not wrong.
Right.
They are going after the families now. Michael's saying the truth.
No, he's telling the truth.
You know?
But that's the thing. They think he's bluffing, which is crazy to me because I'm like, oh my gosh. Like, it just, again, the tension, the popcorn.
Yeah.
I was just in this place where I was like, they have no idea that he is telling the truth. Except Buddha. Buddha's the only one who's taking him serious on this.
Yeah. Why am I rooting for Michael in weird ways? Like, why am I?
Oh, for sure.
Why am I rooting for him?
For sure. Me too. And I think that's what makes this show so freaking incredible.
The most evil guy.
But that's
which
what
is now an errand boy, apparently, to Gina. Why am I rooting for him?
Well, that's what we chatted about last week when we were hanging out with our boy Jalen. Shout outs to Jalen. Hey, y'all. But he even said that, like, the line between good guys and bad guys, like, it's blurry. Like, what's good, what's bad, what's right, what's wrong. In war and in combat, those lines get blurry all the time.
Two different versions of America is what I wrote down.
Yes. Oh my gosh.
You know?
Michael was dropping some gems. Okay? I'm just going to keep it real. Like, he was dropping some gems. There was a moment where I was like, oh, there's something he said about America too. You said it, but America has no ideas anymore, only bullets. And someone tweeted that that's a fair assessment. And to a certain degree, where we are in the world right now,
I know.
I can't even lie that Michael's speaking some truth.
Yeah. And I just, the way that Dominic Adams is delivering these lines and stuff, he's becoming like my favorite actor on the show.
Right. He's
becoming the star. I mean, he's the one real bad guy that we get to, and we see the Prince a little bit. We don't see him every episode.
Right.
He's our main bad guy.
He's our main villain. Yeah.
He is. And he's doing a great job. We can come. Let's do this then. Buddha versus Michael at the end there, when they're alone in the field.
Yeah, that was a moment.
I knew Michael wasn't gonna die. I mean, there's no way he was gonna. But why wouldn't Buddha just take him out right now? You know, like obviously they don't want Michael to. The show has to go on. They can't. They can have the prince be the bad guy, but they want Michael to.
Well, here's the thing.
What do you think?
You know, herein lies the conflict. There's the human in me, the man, right? The man wants revenge. The man wants to get away with murdering this guy. But the SEAL, that, you know, my kind of honor to my duty and who I am as an officer, I almost can't. It's like embedded, and I'm speaking as if I'm a dog.
No, that's a great answer by you.
To a certain degree, like it's almost embedded in them. It's part of their training to kind of like, and again, the consequences of that. Like, he will not only be thrown in jail, but thrown off the SEAL team. Like, he would lose everything.
But then again, Michael escaped from them, so they were saying to each other, like, oh, you know, what if we accidentally shoot him, or blah blah blah. They could have said he could have done that, but then again, he'd be lying. And
there were a lot of jokes that they weren't gonna do seriously, because the reality is that Gina would have made sure they all go down for it, because this is personal for her, and Michael is a pawn in this game, or I should say a knight, because pawns, you know, you can throw them away, and he's a little more powerful in this chess game. So we're gonna say Michael's more like a knight in her game of chess that she's playing, and so she can't really afford to lose her knight in this battle.
Right. And Gina says something interesting. She says she admits that it's personal for her, but she also is like, it's personal for you guys too, which it totally is, because of Rip. And I guess Buck as well. But yeah, I mean, especially because of Rip. Because
there's a lot going on.
There's so much going on. Let's get into Caulder and his daughter's scene. Which is just the whole thing is, it's very sweet and it's nice and it's fun, but at the same time, you know, she's showing his daughter how to shoot a gun. That's how they bond. I just thought it was. I mean, how else would they? I guess.
I mean, it makes sense.
Yeah.
When your dad's a SEAL.
Yeah.
You know, I found it to be really great. And also, at the end of the day, we talked about that when Nadine was here, the importance of, if you're going to have a gun, the importance of knowing how to use it.
And he was showing her that,
right.
definitely,
And
yeah.
as a woman, a young woman on her own, and having a dad that, again, their families are in danger, I think it would be good for her to know how to handle a gun.
Yeah. How come Caulder always has the hottest girls going after him?
He does.
He, like, every episode.
I just want to put a disclaimer out there, and I tweeted it if you guys follow me.
Okay. What's the disclaimer?
That I really feel like Alex's and Lena's conversation was super messy.
I was about to get into that with
messy.
you. Yeah. Oh my god.
Like this bar scene, I was like, oh, what?
Well, first
Girl,
of all,
you should have stayed over there in the corner on the other side of the room. I'm sorry, Brienne. You're a great actress. But Lena, have several seats. Stay over there.
why? Well, first of all, the fact that they showed up at the same bar is just at the same time as whatever to me. I was like, I thought, and then she's like, oh, I have to talk to you. It's like, just what are you doing? Like, she's stirring up a little trouble here. She didn't have to. She's with the same art teacher as before.
Right.
What date number is this?
And the funny thing is, she really tried to throw it under the bus, like, oh yeah, you hooked Bear up with these girls,
yeah,
and
yeah.
thanks for helping me out. I was like, oh,
Why was that
shady?
Why was she being so rude about that though?
She was being real shady. Like, we all have our stuff to deal with. Isn't that what you said, Alex?
Thanks for getting Bear some action is what she kind of said. I'm like, wait, it was
messy. I didn't like it.
Brienne Davis, you're going to be in studio with us in the season finale. I think
Yes.
August 1st is the
Yes.
final date, and you're going to have some explaining to do.
Some
so.
serious explaining to do, girl. Spill all the tea when you get here. I mean,
All the tea?
she might as well spill it. It's gonna be the final.
Make sure you have your popcorn then on the
Look,
the
I'll be
final
ready. Popcorn and
episode as
maybe
well.
some drink. I don't know.
I don't know. I just want Calder to teach me his secret on getting beautiful women because he's not even trying. He's there. He's drinking. He's just trying to get through it. His ears still be ringing though. It's getting a little serious with that. That's for sure. Trevor, I don't know if you remember this, but he does this whole Harry Truman story.
Are you talking about with the M? No. Okay.
Harry Truman takes over for FDR.
Oh, yes.
And he says that I don't know how you're gonna feel this. He says that his mom wanted him to be a girl, and his dad was like, super like, dominant, like father, like old school figure, and that really messed up Harry Truman to want to drop bombs, on Pearl Harbor and stuff. I was like, is he making this up?
I'm gonna have to Google it.
I tried Googling, I couldn't find anything, but then we only have 5 minutes after
Right,
the show, so I'm
exactly.
trying to Google. I can't find anything. Maybe if I had more time, I could find. I was just like, what? Is this a true story? Is he? Because he's kind of a storyteller.
He is a storyteller. I mean, even at the beginning when he's doing his jokes with the MRIs.
Yeah,
and I'm like,
that was too much for me. But yeah, go on.
I mean, he's to a certain degree the comic relief of the show. But again, you guys already know how I feel. If you follow this after show, by episode 6, you should know by now I don't like him.
Well, yeah.
But I guess
I didn't think his opening remarks were funny at all. But the Harry Truman thing, I just thought was very interesting.
It was dark.
It was dark.
It was super dark.
Like, is that really, like, you think that? Do you really think that's the reason why Harry Truman is just dropping nukes? And he's the reason that everyone else got the nuclear arms race going? Because that's what he kind of said.
Ultimately, we hope and pray that our leaders are making decisions
Aren't like
from,
that.
very rational places and assessing all the information. But the reality is that the people who run this country are humans,
They got
and
egos.
they have feelings and egos
Yeah.
and pride and people in their back pockets and favors they owe. And there's a lot of stuff that happens that we find out much later. So I don't know. I wouldn't. Who knows?
I don't know.
It's not. The crazy thing about it is the fact that we're even questioning that it might be real or not. That just goes to show the America we live in.
I know, right? Dharma, Calder's daughter,
Yes.
brings up the Wounded Warrior Project.
Yes, which shout outs to the guys from the cast who were hanging out with the Wounded Warrior Project this
Awesome,
evening.
yeah.
They were live tweeting with them. Also, like if you
That's
go,
so cool.
Yeah, if
It
you
really
go
is.
on the Wounded Warrior Project's page, either on
.org,
Twitter or
yeah.
Instagram, they during the commercial breaks, the cast was like answering questions to the fans about the show. So it's really great that they work with them, but they work a lot with PTSD awareness. And later on in the news, I'll tell you some things that the guys from the show are doing, which is incredible.
Yeah, some of the free programs and services they offer to support the veterans is awesome. I was reading up on it before, but I'll let you get into that later. let's get into the final topic that I want to talk about tonight, which was the Jackie Ortiz scene.
Ooh.
Oh my goodness.
Nadine,
Her and
girl.
that gun are going to get everybody in trouble.
Jackie's got a gun.
The stereotype that they are just throwing out there, this guy, he's delivering he's mailing a letter, probably to his poor sick grandmother, and just because he's got a ponytail that's like, whatever, long in the back of his
He's
head.
looking real suspicious in that car, just sitting there watching. Why it took you so long to come and put this mail in the what's that about?
It's just the stereotype is it's real. Stereotypes are real, man. Yeah.
But it's interesting how her children responded to the gun. What did you think about that?
Well, I thought they responded properly. I'd be freaked out if my mother whipped out a gun out of her purse. No.
Yes and
what did
no.
you? Tell me what you think.
Yes
then.
and no. Like any regular child, yes, but the child of a father who is in the Navy SEALs
But
and
that's the
probably has a gun
father,
in the
though.
house.
No, because Buddha said he doesn't bring his work home with him, so he doesn't have any guns in the house, and he was very upset that Jackie wanted the gun.
This is true.
But at the same time, they're not used to their mother. I think they're used to their mother in a motherly way as far as no weapons.
Well,
if
she's
that
not
makes
very
sense.
mother. She got that Latina spice.
No, I didn't mean it in a bad way or a good way.
Jackie, see how she talks to that girl who be trying to Jessica
Annabelle?
Jessica in real life, but yes, sorry, Jessica. Annabelle
on the show.
She talks a little crazy, and sometimes Jackie has to put her in line. So, I think that she has a lot of spunk to her. But yes, you're right. A gun can seem a little.
And I think Annabelle, for the most part, her talking back to her mother, I think that's all a front. I don't think that she's really this badass chick that she is. I think she's just a normal teenager, and I think she's scared like everybody else. So, I don't know. That's just me.
Transition is tough, especially for teenagers. The whole moving thing was pretty traumatic. So I get it. She's acting out. But still, that's why a chancleta. Like, you take a flip-flop and slap a kid with it. Like, when I was a little girl and you talked crazy, my grandmother would take off her flip-flops and throw it at us. Like, you don't talk back.
My grandmother got out the bar of soap. I know how it is.
Listen, it's real out here.
It's real out here and over there and probably over that way as well. All right. Are you ready?
Oh, gosh. Here we go, y'all.
For my top 6.
Oh, man.
That's right. My top 6 this week.
Do we have our cheesy music this time?
We do, of course.
Okay, great.
So we're going to do my top 6 favorite shows that 6 actors were on before they were on the 6.
Okay.
And you're going to guess.
Oh,
okay?
gosh.
So here we go. Here's the description of my top 6.
Pray
My
for
number, my number 6 position. Our first actor. All right, he did a guest spot on this Disney Channel show about a girl who can see the future. Wacky mishaps occur when her and her friends try to follow her visions of the future. It stars.
That's So Raven, but who?
Good job, you
Okay,
got it.
That's
And
So
then
Raven.
do you want to guess the actor that was on the show from 6? He did a guest spot. He played Raven Simone's
Was he here last week?
character's crush. He was here last week.
Jalen
Moore, we got it. He's right there on the screen. There he is. Look at him acting with Raven right there.
Look at him.
Look how young he is too.
Super young.
I don't know
Look at
what
him.
he's got in that cup, but it could be delicious.
Shout outs to Jalen.
Number 5 spot here. Our next actor was on a show whose main character was a small-time thief who loses his winnings of a $100,000 lottery ticket after being hit by a car.
Lottery ticket.
The actor from 6 played a maid at the motel that the main character lives in, and it stars Jason Lee.
A maid, Nadine?
Nadine Velasquez.
Hey! I know
the
that
name of
sounds
the
really
show-
stereotypical,
What's
but I'm
that?
like the Latina.
The name of
played
the show
maid.
is My Name is Earl. There's Jason Lee with
Yes,
her.
there
Look
she
at them
is.
acting.
Yes, go ahead, girl.
She had a great role in that show.
She did. She did.
Number 4 spot, our next 6th actor was on a show about a girl living in an LA loft with 3 men. The 6th actor played a character named Angie who hooks up with Jake Johnson's character, Nick. It also stars Zoe Deschanel.
Brienne?
No.
Oh.
Do you want to guess the show first?
Okay, 3 guys in a loft.
Yep. And the girl moves in. She's the blank girl. She's the
The
new girl.
new girl. Okay, new girl. Okay,
Yep.
okay.
She's on New Girl.
Oh, I haven't seen
Look up
New
at the
Girl.
screen right now.
Oh. There she goes, Olivia.
Olivia Munn.
Okay.
And that's her with Jake Johnson. And the next shot of them will be them kissing, but that's a still, so we won't be able
Okay.
to see it. You
All
can
right.
envision it though.
Okay, I see.
Number 3 spot.
Okay.
is a show
So
about...
so far I got 2 right, 1 wrong.
Yeah, that's all right, though.
Okay,
I've got you 2 and
doing
1. I'm
pretty
going to
good.
add on 2 and 1. 2
I'm
and
doing
1.
pretty good.
And our third spot is a show about a group of teens from a small town in North Carolina where the town is small, but the drama is big.
Dawson's Creek?
That's a great guess, but it's the one that kind of went right after Dawson's Creek. It stars Chad Michael Murray.
One Tree Hill?
There you go,
Okay.
One Tree Hill. Our 6-actor guest stars in an episode where his character is hospitalized due to a text message-related car accident.
One Tree Hill. One
Yes.
Tree Hill. Would it be Edwin?
Edwin Hodge, Chase! You're nailing this! There he is! He's hospitalized. He's sitting there right there in the hospital bed.
Listen, let me tell you
He's
something.
on the gurney right there.
Let me tell you something.
What's up?
That literally just came out of Jesus gave it to me because I used to watch One Tree Hill
Me too.
faithfully.
Me too.
And I was like, I have a feeling the black guy had a guest star. And I was like,
Okay.
and it wasn't his brother, so it gotta be Edwin.
It was Edwin Hodge. In our
Yes.
number 2 spot is a show starring William H. Macy as a drunk who has 6 kids and fails in numerous ways to take care of them. Our 6-actor guest stars as the love interest to the main character,
Wait.
Fiona.
Fiona, wait, what show is this? Can
This-
you give me the show?
You want the show?
Yeah.
Shameless. It's on Showtime.
Okay, Shameless. Oh man.
And one of
Don't kill me, guys. I
It's
don't
all right.
watch that
It's
show.
all right. One of the Navy SEALs was on it.
Okay, one of the guys.
Yeah, one of the guys.
On Shameless.
On Shameless.
Buddha?
Nope, guess again.
Oh jeez.
You're gonna get it. It's your boy. It's your boy. Come on.
My boy?
Yes.
Barry?
There he is.
Ah!
There he is with Fiona.
Yes, Barry. Okay.
That's him, like almost just with a little scruff, not the full beard.
I got 4 right and 2 wrong.
You're doing all right. You know, you
Oh,
have
we're
you
not
know,
done
with
yet.
last one. You have you're 3 and 2.
right.
You're
3 and 2. Okay. Oh my gosh. Okay.
You can still break out even
I can
or go
still do
4 and
this.
2 right here.
Okay. All right. Let's
And
go.
in our number 1 spot,
Okay.
we have a Disney Channel original movie about bowling.
Bowl.
Our 6-actor plays the star role and shows us why bowling is so cool. I know you're gonna get this because I talk about it every week, how much I love him on this show. It's a movie. It's a Disney Channel original movie. I brought up many
Kyle?
times. Kyle,
Yes,
you got it.
Kyle,
Alley
okay.
Cat Strike.
Alley Cat.
It's coming in hot. He's just a kid. I mean, look at him. He's the star of this show,
He's
this movie.
a child.
I
baby.
watched this when I was a kid.
I did awesome. Thank you, Dan.
4 and 2,
4
Sally.
and 2.
You did fantastic.
Listen, I thought I was gonna like bomb this thing, but you guys were with me. Thanks, y'all. I appreciate all the support and just all the love. I love you guys.
You did great. Now, with all of that said,
Yes.
I want to get into some news.
Some news.
about 6.
Okay, let's do it.
AfterBuzz TV News.
And I know you're my girl with this. I know you got me, so let's hear it.
So we already like touched on it a little bit. You know, the guys tonight were hanging out with the
Right.
Wounded Warriors Project, and the Wounded Warriors Project mission is to honor and empower wounded warriors. You
Perfect.
know, and like you said, they offer just a whole bunch of services for PTSD, and even the stuff that we saw on last week's episode, like the rehabilitation
Sure,
and how she
yeah.
made the joke of like we're wasting taxpayers' money, because of course they're a nonprofit organization,
Mm-hmm.
so they take donations and all of that to help continue to serve our veterans. So shout outs to them. Nadine actually tonight is hosting an event for We Up, and We Up is an organization that celebrates women who've helped other women achieve their goals.
Wow.
So she's hosting it this evening. Her sister was her date.
I saw her on
Yeah,
Instagram
they
with her
look-
sister. I was wondering what that was about.
They look
Nice.
so great. And so, you know, she also posted that something that's very near and dear to her is mental health. And
Right.
and she kind of talked some personal stuff about her own journey with mental health on her Acting Coaches podcast. So if you go on Nadine's Instagram, she has a link to it there, and I can't wait to listen to it and check it out. I'm gonna do that this week, and maybe come back next week and tell you my thoughts about the episode
Awesome.
and what she talks about. But also another
More news?
Yes, Barry.
There's more.
There's more news. Barry, who plays Bear, I love him so much. Mental health is also really important to him and to his wife. And so they're doing a 20 for 20 challenge. They're doing 20 minutes for 20 days of meditation.
I saw this on his Twitter. My guy. I
yeah.
gotta read more.
So, you know, and on his Instagram, it's really great. Like, he's doing like Instagram stories and videos of like his reflections.
Is he up in Vancouver right now? So I did see him on Instagram.
I don't know if he's in
too.
Vancouver. I think but he is somewhere else. And I know he's out of town.
He's out of town. I
He's
saw
out of town.
some fancy background behind him.
They're in the forest
They're in
doing
the
these
woods,
meditations.
woodsy area.
But he gives all these great reflections on, and every day it's a different theme. So today was like the law of attraction and stuff like that. But for him, it's because him and his wife really believe all the benefits that meditation has to offer in terms of your mind and your body. So go be sure to check him out. And then I got one last news.
So much news.
So much news. It's great. I went to go see Ocean's 8.
Okay.
And I spy with my little eye.
Which actor?
Olivia Munn.
Olivia. Oh, yes.
She's in Ocean's 8.
I heard she was in Ocean's 8.
I was like, look at her. Look at her. Look at all pretty.
Do a spoiler alert. What's her role in Ocean's 8?
She plays herself.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, because Ocean's 8 does a play on, the famous Met Gala. So,
Nice.
Olivia Munn comes to the Met Gala as Olivia Munn.
Because I knew she wasn't one of the Ocean's 8. Because I saw the billboards and she wasn't on there.
Right.
And they do like Ocean's 11 did the same thing with having just actors play themselves in in a poker game that they were playing.
Yes,
So this is great.
exactly.
I'm excited to see Ocean's 8.
You got to see it. It's great.
Especially now that Olivia's in it.
Yeah.
I'm serious. Yeah.
Yeah.
Awesome. All right.
So that's the news for you.
Sally, thank you so much for the news. That was fantastic. That really was great.
You're very welcome.
And now let's get into predictions for next week.
Already?
And now, your AfterBuzz
We
TV.
got there so fast.
It
No, I'm
happened.
joking.
You're tired. You want to go to bed, right? Hey, we're predictions, and that's it.
Oh
No.
my goodness, we're here already. Do you want to go first, or should I go first?
I'm gonna let you go first because I gotta hear what you have to say about.
You have to hear what I have to say?
You tweeted I think you tweeted out this week that you and I were both right about.
I love talking about how my predictions come true.
Yeah.
It just makes me feel great.
About,
The ego.
the crazy girl. What's her name? I can't think of it.
Marissa.
Marissa is actually at Buddha's house.
Right,
At
she's
the
gonna make her-
Ortiz's.
And we see,
We said they're gonna have dinner. We said they were gonna have dinner, and they're having
guess who's
dinner.
coming to dinner.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Marissa.
We've been on point with predictions, so I want to make sure that I'm doing good.
Yeah.
Well, already they set us up to know that the prince is playing this mouse, cat and mouse game, this trap game that they're setting them up
Right.
clearly. So I don't really have a huge prediction in terms
Yeah.
of what the team. I just know they're heading into some trouble because they've already gone through some drama, like $10,000 for a bus, like feeling ambushed. Michael's running, like it's just all setting me up for
Yeah.
a disaster.
It
so
is.
the only prediction I really have in terms of the SEAL team disaster's coming.
Yep, agreed.
In terms of at home. Ooh, Lena is really gonna get into a thing with this art teacher. I mean, it's clear that that's where we're going. I think that Alex is gonna put himself in some sort of danger.
I know.
He's gonna go against the doctor's orders. These soldiers, they can be really stubborn sometimes, and I'm really just fearing for Alex's well-being because, I mean, he already lost this. What could have been the love of his life, maybe. I don't know. I'm being crazy. So that's making him feel like he has nothing to that. I'm just gonna go rogue.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
I'm gonna predict that Alex's love interest Dawn comes back. Not in the next episode probably, but I
Right.
think that she's gonna come back. And I also think that Jackie is gonna either find something on Marissa, like either during dinner or after dinner, like maybe in her bag or something that's gonna show that she's not who she says she is, which is just
Right.
Annabelle's new friend.
Right, because she's suspicious of everyone.
And I have a feeling that like Annabelle and Jackie are gonna have to, and Ricky Jr. are gonna have to like run into a bedroom and lock the door, and Marissa's gonna be outside like trying to get in somehow. That's probably, it's not gonna be like a beautiful dinner and everything's gonna be fine. Something's gonna happen by the end of the dinner.
That's
Bad
scary.
thing. I know. Well, I apparently think of scary things. In my predictions.
Oh my gosh. Well, guys, you don't have to be scared, After Buzzers, because I have something to tell you. Here at the network, after
yes.
shows nearly can have all your favorite shows. We have drama, we have reality, we have sci-fi, we have all of that. So this network works really, really hard to serve television fans. And now we need your help. So we need you guys to subscribe to one of our YouTube channels. Besides help helping us a ton by subscribing. It also helps you because it caters to specific content that already is directed for you. It helps you find your favorite after shows. It suggests other channels and podcasts. It's super, super great. So subscribe to our YouTube channel, which the Six is on AfterBuzz TV Dramas, and it'll help you discover like other great shows like 13 Reasons Why, Love Is,
Queen Sugar,
which I'm on as well, which is awesome. And remember, we have channels for other genres too. So please don't be shy to subscribing to them. And if you're worried about like those notifications, don't worry.
I bet there aren't any.
You can turn them off. It's really
That's
easy.
right.
Just hit the subscribe button and then turn off the notifications. But, you know, thanks for being the best fans ever and tuning in with us. And I really love you guys on the Six that love us as much as we love the Six. It's been great.
People love me out there, you think?
Yeah, people love us.
All right.
Listen, shout outs to TV Series Hub. Like,
I know.
Seriously, she watches our after shows every week and she talks about how much we have great chemistry and how much she loves our after shows. And she's normally not into after shows, but she really loves ours.
She
So
said
shout
we
outs
had good
to Kelsey.
chemistry?
Kelsey, yeah.
I
shout
was
outs.
not good at chemistry in high school, so this
You
is
know what, Dan?
fantastic. What? I don't get it.
I'm going to throw stuff at him.
All right. Well, thanks everyone for joining us here at
Yes.
AfterBuzz.
Yes.
My name is Daniel Lindgren. You can follow me at the Dan Lindgren on all things social. Selly.
Yes, your favorite Afro-Latina, Franceli Chapman. Make sure to also tune into us on iTunes. Give us 5 stars and all that good jazz, and you can hang out with me at all things at Selly Hangout.
Yeah, the Six out. Have a great night, everyone.
From executive producers Maria Menounos, Kevin Undergaro, Phil Svitek, and the entire AfterBuzz TV staff, we would like to thank you for listening to the AfterBuzz TV network. To watch or listen to other after shows and post comments or questions, be sure to visit AfterBuzzTV.com. I'm Sir Richard Wentworth, and this has been a presentation of AfterBuzz TV.
Buzz you later.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.